and today's a great day. You're going to get pretty high up the mountains.
I love it. It's a great message.
I'm for Clump right now. Do you want to talk about your background, like that you're Asian?
Sure. Why not? I mean, that is part of my I guess my background. So,
So Shauna, you're Filipino and Irish? Is
I
that
am.
right?
Yeah.
You're
Half Filipino.
beautiful.
Thank you.
So beautiful. First time I met you, I was just like, she's got to be Asian because your eyes, because just.
Yeah, I have the Filipino nose as well. So.
Do you speak any dialect of Filipino?
I really don't. I know like a few like key words. I started to teach myself over the pandemic, actually.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I guess the same thing, obvious cultural differences between Irish people and Filipino people, but Filipinos tend to be very like welcoming. They love a lot of food and like karaoke parties. And like that's most of my family in the Philippines. So
I've been to invited to Filipinos' houses to eat a bunch of times. I've gone a bunch of times.
Oh, Filipino food is amazing. I love it.
So good. I was wondering if you like Filipino food.
I love it.
Oh, good.
I mean, my dad used to cook us stuff all the time when I was little, so I grew up with it without even really knowing, like, oh, this is a Filipino dish.
Right, exactly.
You know?
Yeah, that's how my kids are too. Where did you go to college? You go to college there, Buffalo?
Yeah, I went an hour away, an hour south of Buffalo. The college I went to was called Fredonia, which is a state university, mostly because they have a really big, strong music program. They have a lot of music students, a lot of music business students. So I figured like I'd fit right in there. It's a really small college, small town. You can walk the radius of the town in like 10 minutes, it's really small.
Do you practice your music anymore?
Definitely not as much as I used to. I have a bunch of guitars around. I'll pick up a guitar and like fiddle around with it sometimes, but I would love to get back into it. I mean, it's one of those things that I always mean to pick back up again. And over the pandemic, I was practicing a lot, actually.
Do you sing? Do you write music?
Yeah, I do sing.
Okay.
And I used to be in bands when I was in college, but I haven't been in one in years. So
that's so cool. Shauna, girl. Have you recorded any of your music?
I used to. I don't anymore. But I mean, again, one of those things that I like would love to get back into. I mean, it's such a fun, creative outlet.
Do you do TikTok?
No, everyone keeps telling me to get.
Oh my God. I mean, I sing on TikTok and I don't even sing.
You do? What? I need to see this. Oh my God. Oh, I'm following you right now.
Yeah. It's like de-stresses you. You know what I mean? It's like you can just, because a lot of us, I feel that are artists, because there's a lot of artists in the world. Not all of us are famous or rich, but there's a lot of us. I feel like we want to get things off our chest. We want to talk to other people like us. They go on TikTok and I'm like, I can put on a mask. I can have a bitch voice. I can talk like a dog. What?
I do think though, a lot of people complain about TikTok because it is like a very like Gen Z sort of app, but I think there are so many people on TikTok that are super creative and they'll make their own little like essentially like comedy skits or like short films, on TikTok. And I think that's amazing. Like there are a bunch of people that I follow that literally are playing multiple characters as themselves, like filming different things and like stitching it together. And it's like genius. Like when I was that age, I was not doing that. I thought about starting like some sort of film related TikTok, but I had no idea what I would do. Literally don't know what I would do.
Sing.
Maybe. We'll see.
I mean, you can not look like yourself if you want, if you're shy, just put on a, but I think you're so musical, you're so pretty, you should show your face and sing. You can go,
We'll see. Maybe I'll get the confidence to do that one day.
Well, that's what I'm saying. You should have the confidence, young lady.
This is true. I mean, everyone could use that message, I think.
You definitely. I mean, when I see you walking around out there with the camera, it's so inspirational. Like, I'm so happy that, you know, that those avenues are open for you and stuff. It's so great.
Yeah, I am too. And I feel very lucky to be able to have found something that I love doing and to be able to do it and call it my job is like such a cool thing.
Especially as a woman. I mean, how many camera women do you know? I've never seen one.
Not enough. I always encourage young female filmmakers to continue doing what they're doing, and especially in like the camera department or like typically male dominated departments, because it is unfortunately still kind of rare, at least in this area. I know that there are plenty of amazing, talented female filmmakers out there, but in this neck of the woods, like I can name on one hand like the number of female camera assistants I know, which is sad. And I want there to be, I want to encourage, if anything, I want what I'm doing to inspire like other younger females to kind of, I don't know, if they're interested in the camera department, go for it. Like there's nothing holding you back.
Well, here's what I know is that there's a lot of women photographers, okay? But transition to the camera thing, I think it has to do with how big the cameras are. I mean,
it could be. I mean, yeah, it is an intimidating thing because especially as a camera assistant, you do need to like carry a lot of heavy equipment. And
how does that work for you? Do you exercise? Do you lift weights? Yoga?
I had to start lifting weights. I'm not even joking, because you gotta, sometimes you're pushing huge camera carts or, you know, lifting heavy lens cases, unloading the trucks and everything. So yeah, it's not, I mean, I was someone who used to think I had twig arms, and people still look at me like I'm not capable of like lifting anything. But you'd be surprised. I have some guns.
Well, yeah, I figured you must do something to get strong, otherwise your back would hurt, and you look fine. So you might do something. So are you interested in the whole camera angle, like trying to make cameras smaller?
Well, there are some pretty small cameras. The thing, yeah, I do think that's interesting that, you know, we're kind of moving in a direction where everything's becoming more convenient and portable and easy to take around and everything.
Yeah.
The thing that gets you though is that, especially with like major productions, is all the little accessories that you have to put on it, like the monitors and the follow focus and the rails to be able to, you know, it's just like, sometimes the camera will start off as like, they have cameras that are like this big now that people use on major productions.
Yeah.
And then you just build it out and it's huge. So it looks a lot more intimidating than it actually, you know.
So it gets bigger because you add things to the camera.
Oh yeah.
So what do you guys feel about that whole thing with like telephone now? There's the new 13 Pro where you can capture, edit, everything on that little camera. What do your people in your industry think about that? Like, is that legit?
I actually don't know what everyone else that I work with thinks about it. I think it's cool. I mean, it's encouraging people to like make stuff on their own. Obviously, there are people out there who think that just because they have a nice iPhone, they can, I don't know. There are a lot of people that are bitter about it because they're like, oh, everyone thinks they're a photographer now. Yeah, but I personally don't care because you can make, I've seen really great things made with not great equipment and not expensive equipment. And I think that's awesome. I think it's like, I'm not much of a purist when it comes to equipment. Like, you can make really amazing things with just the resources that you have. And if the emotion comes across, then you've done your job, in my opinion. So if you're making something cool with an iPhone 13 or an iPhone 8, whatever,
yeah,
I think that's awesome.
Yeah. I was just wondering about that, because lately there have been productions that are made just on an iPhone, you know.
Yeah.
And I just thought,
movies.
Yeah, but if that happens, then what happens to the rest of the industry that has this and that, you know, built out? Because there's always going to be a market for that, don't you think?
Oh yeah, always.
Yeah, because because that one movie, 1917, where he like filmed it, he never stopped filming.
He did actually, but
no, what is that? That's why I'm confused.
It was like made to look like it was a one take sort of deal.
Okay. Okay, so he just made it to where you never chop a scene. The scene just always
where it's like this seamless.
Yeah. Oh, that's why. It was pretty cool. I really liked it. I just didn't understand. So he had to stop filming.
Yeah, I think I was watching an interview with the cinematographer recently, and I think they did hide certain transitions, which you can do with editing techniques.
You edit your
but still very cool.
So you do?
Yeah, I do edit myself as well, which is kind of how I started off. I used to really, really love editing. Now it's a little. It can get really tedious, and it's just not the same as like being out there on set. But editing is fun.
Yeah. I don't mind editing at all. I like editing film more than writing.
Really? Yeah. It's cool. I mean, you either love editing or you hate it. I've discovered, like, some people just really hate it.
Yeah, I really hate editing my writing. That's why I said maybe I'm not a writer, maybe I'm a filmmaker, because I don't mind editing film at all. Like,
there you go.
Yeah, so like all these podcasts, I don't mind editing them at all. I think it's fun.
Yeah. See, you just gotta find your little niche. Sometimes that means trying something new.
I definitely think we got to make a film together that's going to win an Oscar.
I would love to.
I've got my ideas for a screenplay, you know, but again, it's always like everything else. It's like, if I could sit there for 3 straight days and not have to think about anything, I think I could get it done. But when can I get 3 straight days of not doing anything?
I know.
Not showering. I mean, not showering either, or eating. As soon as I get up, have to go eat or do something, it kind of loses it, you know?
Yeah.
Do you have any questions or anything?
I don't know. Do I have any questions? Let me ask. I gotta ask at least one good one. Okay. Who is your favorite filmmaker? Do you have one? Whether it's like a favorite director or even a favorite actor.
Oh, my favorite actor is Robert Redford.
Okay.
Yeah, my oldest son's name's Hubble, from The Way We Were, with him and Barbara Streisand. My favorite movie since I was like 12.
Cool.
And when I picked a name, I picked Jody. When I became a citizen when I was 11, I picked a name. My name was Boots, no Newt, and then nickname Boots. And so I became, so all through school till I was in 5th grade, I was called Boots. And then when I became a citizen, I picked Jodie for Jodie Foster.
I love that.
My favorite actress is Jodie Foster.
That's so cool.
Yeah, so my life is basically based on movies and fantasy. My kids are half Irish.
Oh, really? That's a good mix.
Yeah, that's why when I saw you, I'm like, I wonder if she's Asian. You'd be the daughter I didn't have.
I'm okay with that.
All right, honey. I'll talk to you soon, okay?
All right, Jody.
Take care of yourself.
You too.
Stay beautiful and confident.
You too.
Thank you. Bye.